Hey, what's up everybody? So it's time to do the quarterly What's in My Wallet video, where I'll show you what cards I'll primarily be using over the next 3 months, and more importantly, what benefits I'll be taking advantage of from using those particular cards. I've always found these videos interesting because it's cool to see how others are benefiting from travel reward credit cards. In a couple weeks, I'll be visiting South Africa, Lesotho, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Zambia, and I'll be gone for most of the quarter. So my credit card strategy is going to be centered around this trip. If you're into this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button to help others find this video. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first card that's in my wallet is my Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. As you probably guessed, I'll be staying at a couple Marriott properties during this trip. The first being the Protea Hotel Fire and Ice property, located in the Melrose Arch area of Johannesburg, South Africa. This stay cost 109,000 Bonvoy points. However, with this card, if you book at least 4 nights, you'll get 1 night free. So I'm only paying 95,000 points for this 7-night stay. I was going to stay at the Hilton property I usually stay at when visiting Johannesburg, but I figured I'd give Marriott a try this time. But anyway, back to the card and why it's in my wallet. The Bonvoy Brilliant gives cardholders Marriott Platinum Elite status, which is Marriott's 3rd highest elite status. With Platinum Elite status, you get things like free room upgrades, late checkout, 50% bonus points on stays, hotel lounge access, and a bunch of other stuff. As you can imagine, this is definitely going to enhance my stay. The card is also going to earn me 6x points at Marriott properties, 3x at restaurants worldwide, 3x on flights booked directly with the airlines or on Amex Travel, and 2x on all other purchases. After I leave Johannesburg, I'll be flying down to Durban, South Africa for 7 days and staying at a Marriott property there as well. However, I'll be paying cash for that stay and earning 6x back for paying with that stay using my Bonvoy Brilliant card. I'll also occasionally use this card at restaurants during this trip to earn that 3x back, and also to take advantage of the $300 dining statement credit that cardholders get each year. However, this credit is broken into $25 per month. This will cover about 2 meals per month, which doesn't sound like much, but that's going to save me $75 in expenses overall this trip, because I'm not returning to the US until March. The only issue I might run into is that in some of the countries I'll be visiting during this trip, restaurants that accept American Express might be limited. For those that don't already have the Bonvoy Brilliant, at the time of recording this video, the card has a sign-up bonus of 95,000 Bonvoy points after you spend $6,000 on the card in the first 6 months of account opening, which is decent. The card has a lot of other benefits that I won't be using this quarter, and I've listed most of the major ones here. But for time's sake, I'll only be going over the benefits I'm actually using this quarter on each card. I'll leave my detailed videos on each card down in the description box of this video. Alright, moving on to the next card that's in my wallet this quarter, and that's the Capital One Venture, which has an annual fee of $95. So the only benefit I'll be using on this card is the 2x miles this card earns me on every purchase. Very simple and easy to remember. As I've said on many videos, many cities around the world that I visit sometimes don't take American Express. Or maybe restaurants won't code as restaurants, things like that. Because of this, my Capital One Venture gets a lot of use. Because whatever the case is, I know I'm going to earn at least 2x back no matter what. As of the recording of this video, the Capital One Venture has a sign-up bonus of 75,000 Venture miles after spending $4,000 on the card in the first 3 months of account opening. Here's a list of the other major benefits of the Capital One Venture for those who want to check them out. Alright, we're going to keep it moving. The next card that's in my wallet is the Hilton Aspire card, which has an annual fee of $550. So the Hilton Aspire card is in my wallet because on the Windhoek Namibia portion of this trip, I'll be staying 7 nights at the Hilton Garden Inn. I don't have enough points to cover my entire stay, so I'll be using 60,000 Hilton Honor points, plus about $325 to cover my 7 days in Namibia. The Hilton Aspire also gives cardholders Diamond status, which is Hilton's top elite status. With Diamond status, you get things like free room upgrades, 100% points bonus on stays, hotel lounge access, and more. On top of that, you get all the benefits that come with all the elite status tiers below Diamond. I'll also be traveling to Lusaka, Zambia during this trip and staying at the Hilton there, though I'll be paying cash for that stay. However, I'm still going to enjoy those Diamond status benefits though. The Aspire card earns 14x points at Hilton properties, 7x on flights booked directly with the airline or on Amex Travel, 7x on car rentals, 7x at US supermarkets, and 3x on all other purchases. So of course, I'll be using this card at Hilton properties to get that 14x back, but I'll also be using it to pay for my flight from Johannesburg, South Africa to Durban, South Africa. Now you might be wondering to yourself, why is he using a hotel card to book this particular flight? Well, my ticket from Johannesburg to Durban was only $65. One of the benefits of the Hilton Aspire is that you get a $200 flight credit each year that's broken into $50 per quarter. So I'll be reimbursed $50 for this ticket because of this credit, making this only a $15 flight. The next reason this card is in my wallet this quarter is because I'll be using it to pay for a Clear Plus membership. Clear Plus uses things like your eyes or fingerprints to digitally verify who you are, which helps you move through security faster at the airport. The service costs $189 per year, and if I pay for it using my Hilton Aspire card, I'll be reimbursed via a statement credit. Well, those are the only perks and benefits I'll be taking advantage of with the Hilton Aspire this quarter. But the card also has a ton of other benefits, as you can see here on the screen. You can pause the video here if you want to check them all out. At the time of recording this video, the card has an increased sign-up offer of 180,000 Hilton Honor points after you spend $6,000 on the card in the first 6 months of account opening. This offer ends in only a few days. After that, the bonus will more than likely drop back down to the normal 150,000 point sign-up bonus that it typically offers. Before I forget, if you're interested in any of these cards and you want to support the channel, you can do so by applying using the links in the description box below. So the next card that's in my wallet this quarter is my Chase Sapphire Reserve, which has an annual fee of $550. This card earns 10x points on hotel stays and car rentals when booked through the Chase Travel Portal, 10x on Chase dining purchases with the Ultimate Rewards program, 5x on flights booked on the Chase Travel Portal, 3x on all other travel not booked through the Chase Travel Portal, 3x at restaurants, and 1x on everything else. The cities I'll be visiting in the countries of Zimbabwe and Lesotho don't have Hiltons or Marriotts, so I'll be booking those hotel stays via the Chase Travel Portal with my Chase Sapphire Reserve to earn that 10x back. Also, once I'm in Africa, the other 5 one-way flights I'll be booking to hop around to the different countries within Africa are between $100 and $200. So because I'm low on points, I'll be paying for those flights with my CSR via the Chase Travel Portal to earn that 5x back on those flights. And lastly, as far as the point earnings on this card, I'll be using it on most of my dining purchases and earning 3x back. So as you can see, overall, with this card alone this quarter, I'll be earning enough points to get me back to Africa later this year, as I visit several times a year. Alright, moving on, I also get my Priority Pass membership through my Chase Sapphire Reserve, so I'll be taking advantage of that, as I'll be traveling through many different airports this trip and visiting a gang of lounges as I wait on my flights. And the final benefit I'll be taking advantage of with this card is the Global Entry TSA PreCheck application fee credit. I'm currently due for my renewal of this service, so I'll be paying for it with my CSR and will be reimbursed in the form of a statement credit. As you can see, I'm going to be getting a lot out of my Chase Sapphire Reserve this quarter. On top of that, I haven't purchased my return flight from Africa back to Texas yet. Since I'm an Air Force retiree and my kids are grown, I don't necessarily have to be back home by a set date. But more than likely, when I decide to come home, I'll be transferring 20,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points over to Virgin Atlantic, as I saw some pretty good deals for a variety of different dates, but we'll see. The Chase Sapphire Reserve has a bunch of other benefits that I won't be in a position to maximize this quarter, but here are the major ones for those who are interested. At the time of recording this video, the card has a sign-up bonus of 60,000 points after spending $4,000 on the card in the first 3 months of account opening. This brings me to the final card that's in my wallet this quarter, and that's the US Bank Altitude Reserve, which has an annual fee of $400. Technically, the card will be in my Google Pay mobile wallet because this card earns 3x points on all mobile wallet spending, which is great. Some of the cities I'll be visiting, such as Johannesburg, South Africa, and Durban, South Africa, are very modern cities, and many of the establishments I visit offer mobile wallet payment options. The other benefit I'll be taking advantage of with the Altitude Reserve is the $325 annual travel and dining credit. Now, I'll be traveling for about 6 weeks or so, and while in Africa, I'll mostly be using Uber when moving throughout the different cities. So with that said, I'll be connecting my Altitude Reserve card to my Uber account and using this $325 travel credit solely on Uber charges. So these are the only 2 benefits I'll be using with my Altitude Reserve card. But below are the other major benefits. As far as the sign-up bonus, you're going to earn 50,000 points after spending $4,500 on the card in the first 3 months of account opening. Well, those are the cards that are in my wallet for first quarter 2024. If you want to follow me as I travel through these different countries, the link to my Instagram account is in the description box below. I post daily on my Instagram stories whenever I'm traveling, so that you can see all the cool things across Africa. In the comment section, let me know what cards are in your wallet this quarter and why. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.